Okay, good evening, everyone. I'll call this November 5th meeting to order. And first of all, we have Troy here from the Royal Canadian Legion to present some poppies. So Troy, would you like to tell us where we can get poppies all over town, or? Okay. Thank you. So Troy, if you'd like to sit down and hit the mic, you can talk to us there if you would.
So the annual poppy campaign has begun on October the 27th this year, and all the poppies are out distributed throughout all the businesses throughout the community.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and I know it all goes to a worthy cause. So thank you again for coming this evening and making the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me here today.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on, do we have a motion, please, to adopt the agenda as presented? Thank you. We have, what's that? No, Councillor Hoffert made the motion, sorry. Seconded by Councillor Nibs. Any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, could I have a motion, please, to adopt the minutes of council meeting held on October 22nd, 2018? Thank you. Councillor Frank, seconded by Councillor Moore. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, under original communications, delegations, and petitions, we have the SETPC meeting, the meeting minutes of October 23rd. Could we have a motion, please, to accept those as presented? Thank you. Councillor Hoffert, seconded by Councillor Lyle. Yanish? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, did you want to add anything to that, Dennis, to those meeting minutes?
Thank you, Worship. Not at the moment. Everything's down there loud and clear as to what we've been doing and what we're after. Thanks.
Okay, awesome. Next, could we have a motion? I guess first off, Laurie's not here tonight, so I guess we'll just go with her request for the ECS grad reduced rental request. Would anyone like to make a motion on that? Councillor Yanish, and then Councillor Hoffert. Councillor Yanish, you'll make the motion? Yes. Seconded by Councillor Hoffert.
What is the motion? Yeah, I was actually raising my hand to have a comment or a question.
Okay, please, go ahead.
And then I can second it.
Okay.
Just, if memory served, I thought this was our new policy moving forward, but apparently it was a 3-year agreement.
That's correct.
And so given that when we set this 2 or 3 years ago, my understanding or intention was that we would carry this rate forward, moving forward, so I would have no problem with this and would be happy to second that motion.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Hoffert. Go ahead, Councillor Nibs.
How long will we be renewing this for? Can we put it maybe like for 5 years or something for them, or?
Well, we really can't speak for the next council, but if you like, the motion could be made, if with your consideration, Councillor Yanish, to the end of this council's term. Sure. Okay, are you okay with that, Councillor Hoffert?
Yeah, sure I am, other than the previous council obviously spoke for this one, so well, anyway, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean.
Go ahead, Councillor Grove.
Thank you, Your Worship. I was just thinking, could we not just leave it at a 3-year term? And it's a 3-year agreement, just like it previously was. I'd hate to shorten it.
Okay.
Give them the idea that we want to just maybe keep it the same.
I'd be fine with that if you're the mover.
Can we put it even
Now it's
change
really
it.
getting convoluted.
Can we
Go
put
ahead.
it to a 5-year? Can I make my motion to a 5-year?
Well, you can.
Because then the grad parties for the next 5 years know what they have to look forward to in expenses.
Okay, just knowing that the next council, at their wisdom, could change it, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'd be happy seconding that motion, Your Worship.
Okay, thank you, Councillor
5
Hopper.
years.
So now we have a 5-year, City Clerk?
Do I hear 6?
Okay, are we ready for the question? All in favor? Carried for 5 years. Thank you. Next, under written reports of committees, we have our ECDev committee applications for members at large. City Manager, did you want to speak to that?
Thank you, Worship. There was recently a change in the bylaw for the Economic Development Board. Basically, the current rural municipality that was involved with us no longer wanted to be a part of it, so that opened up 2 spots to members at large. So we put out application process for the last, I believe, 3 weeks to see if we got any applications, and there has been 2 submitted to fill the 2 vacant spots.
Okay, and would you let us know who those are, please?
So the applications came from Josh LeBlanc and Brian Enns.
Okay, thank you so much, City Manager. Councillor Hofford, you had a question?
City Manager answered it in his exceptional explanation there, and so I'm
In his-
happy to make the motion to approve the 2 members as presented.
Okay, thank you. Yes, he was very eloquent. Councillor Vroba? Okay, thank you. And Councillor Yanis, you had your hand. Would you like to say anything? No, I'm good. You're good? Okay. Ready for the question? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, under executive reports, we have none this evening. Introduction of bylaws, we have none. Public hearings and reports, we have none. Giving notice, we have no notice this evening. Motions from committee, we have none. Consideration of bylaws, we have none. Inquiries, Councillor Hoffer.
Nothing this evening, Your Worship.
Thank you. Councillor Vroba.
Thank you, Your Worship. I think I just touched on it prior to council. I decided to bring it up here. So basically, our local art show was held this past weekend, I believe, in the multipurpose room.
Correct.
And I just had a couple of ladies approach me and ask if it could be moved back to the art gallery. And I believe Councillor Frank is our representative on that board. If he could maybe take that to the board and see if we could get that show. Because when it's in the leisure center in the multipurpose room, it also takes away from exercise programs, other activities. And our art gallery is where our art shows probably should be, in my opinion, but hopefully your board will agree at some point.
Okay, well, thank you, Councillor Vroba. Councillor Frank?
Yes, to Councilor Verba, I definitely will take that to the Art Gallery Board. I agree. I know the Art Gallery at one time had kind of wanted it out to bring in more national exhibits, but I think we would much rather see them focusing on local aspects, so I agree completely. I will take that to their board.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Yanish? Nothing this evening. Councillor Frank?
I just want to thank the community. United Way, Estevan had their telethon last weekend. We raised our goal of $335,000 and then surpassed it with $372,000. So thank you to everybody who supported that. We greatly appreciate it. And just a reminder that the Festival of Trees for the St. Joseph's Hospital Foundation is coming up quickly. So anybody interested in a table, those are selling out very quickly, as well as our number of other events are coming up. So.
Excellent. Thank you, Councillor Frank. And for a table, they can get a hold of you. Have you got a number?
Absolutely. They can call our office at 637-2474.
Okay, thank you very much. And yes, we'd like to congratulate to United Ways for another fantastic job. Well done. And you were the head man this year, Councillor Frank, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much.
And thank you, Councillor Vroba, as well. I know you helped out, so thank you both for your efforts. Councillor Nibbs?
Nothing, Your Worship.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Moore?
Thank you, Worship. On behalf of yourself and the rest of council, I attended the Estevan Firemen's program for the province with 300 plus firemen and ladies. And it was a great evening of entertainment, good supper, and our boys and girls really clean up for the evening. They got one of the nicest uniforms in the province. And they behaved themselves very well as long as I was there. And it was just proud to see everybody so pleased with their new fire hall. It showed when you talk to them, and they're just really pleased with what has happened between the city and the fire boys from town. The outlying areas really praises highly for what we've done for the community. They couldn't believe it was the way it is. So hats off to everybody for the effort taken, and we'll be well looked after for a long time. There's a lot of communities that wish they had the opportunity that we had and that we took. So thank you very much for being there in your place. Anytime you want me to go to a nice supper like that and nice people, just give me a call.
Absolutely, I was happy to do it, Councillor Moore, and thank you so much for doing that. And we congratulate Dale, Rick, Rhonda, and all of the volunteers that have done such a tremendous job in making that event such a success. Hats off to them. Great job. Thank you. City Manager, anything this evening? Okay. City Clerk?
Nothing, Your Worship.
Okay, Councillor Hopper?
Yeah, thank you, Your Worship. I neglected to remember this the first round, but I wanted to just send on a great big congratulations to the management, staff, volunteers, and all those who attended the concert. I think we haven't had a meeting since the Mellencamp concert, and it was an exceptional job of hosting, staging, and all the hard work that went along with that. So I just wanted to pass that on to the management team, their staff, and everyone involved.
Absolutely, thank you,
I guess
Councillor.
I would assume with the nice crowd we had there, we're probably looking at a reasonable financial statement there, and that'll be coming out at some time.
Exactly. That'll take a while to come, but that'll be coming, and thank you very much. And again, our staff do a fantastic job there. They're very well trained, and hats off to all of them. And I understand you helped out, you volunteered, so thank you for that. I don't know, did anyone else? Councillor Moore, I think? You helped out? Councillor Vroba?
No, I supported.
Okay, good.
I supported the
Well,
concert by going.
You and I supported
yes.
that way, so that's good.
Yeah, I helped out in a lot of the sales there.
Okay, awesome. Super. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, you as well. Okay, thank you, Councillor Nibbs. So everyone did their part. Thank you. Trudy, did you have anything this evening? Okay, thank you, City Treasurer. With that, could we have a motion to move into committee, please? Thank you, Councillor Yanish. Seconded by Councillor Nibbs. We stand adjourned. Good evening.